Hello everyone, we're going to be working on ML350 2009. It's a W164 and we're going to be changing the alternator, and we're going to do some troubleshooting first, but which you already figured out is pretty much the alternator went bad. The car happened to have a new battery, but it's not charging it. But to be sure, first thing you gotta do is to put the key in, put on the battery, and then press this 3 times. Bring this back to the on. Sometimes make sure the door is closed. So it shows 12 volts. So when you do this, it's supposed to be greater than 12 volts, but it's not doing it. So it's definitely not charging the battery. See, the battery going weak. So it's definitely, the alternator is not charging. So we're gonna be working by changing that right now. So first thing we gotta do is to disable the battery, which is located on the passenger seat under. Move the seat completely, so it would give you more room. Remove this cover right here, so it's gonna dark a little bit. You can use a drill if you want to. Yep, it's more safe. Now we're gonna make sure to remove the serpentine belt. I believe the size is a 17 on the wrench, which you're gonna put in. And you're gonna bring it this way to release the tensioner. Now we got the serpentine belt out. You can leave it right there. Pretty much, if I like, I would remove this and give me more room. Here's the alternator right here, and here's the new one. So I believe the socket size that I have is a E12, and this is the grip. Especially they're good for those screw when you come to Mercedes screw. You know how they are. Let's see, which is the E socket. So what I'm gonna do now, probably gonna pause it so I can use both of my hands. Trying to remove this thing a little quick is enough, faster that I can. Can't use a wrench because it's too tight. There's not enough room, so I definitely have to use a wrench. Let's see. already got this one loosened up. I have to do the one at the bottom right now. And the fact that I'm using this, you can bend it, which give me a little bit accessible to get to it. Just gotta find the screw. Okay, I did locate them. A lot of people say it would be easy to use the bottom as well. It would give you a little bit more space. It seems like it's about to rain, but I'm gonna try to do this quick as possible. And this is the bottom part. Find that it will be easier, especially going under the car. And I just remove it. And this one too. It's just holding it because the weight just landed on top of that screw right here. So I'm gonna try to remove this one too, and then remove the one on the upper side. So just remove the bottom one. That's the third screw right here. Now this is the one that's holding it right now. So let me do that one too. Be right back. Alright, just loose the screw. So we're gonna try to remove the battery connection right now. The negative and the positive, as you can see it, especially that one right here. So let me do that now. It's gonna be released. So finally got it. So this is the old one, and I just found out I need a 13-inch screw to remove this part right here. Unplug this section right here, unplug this, that's a 13-inch, and it's out. We're gonna swap it up with this one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this and see how it's gonna work, okay? Be back with you in a second. So I'm about to put this in, but before we put it in, for everybody else, make sure you check and inspect all the wires. Make sure all the wires are intact and there's no shortness or cut. And if you want, you can use a brake cleaner to clean some area if you like to. Like my other car right here, what I did, the engine is completely cleaned. I clean that engine every 90 days pretty much. That's the difference between that one and this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the alternator right now. Okay, at this point I already line up the screws, so I can go ahead and tie it up, and I already did the bottom too, so the weight won't be on just on one screw, because you don't want to mess up the thread, because it's an aluminum. You would mess up the thread very easily. So let me just go ahead and tie it up right now. Find a way to make my job a little bit easier, especially on this tight spot. Okay, the top already been set. I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce the bottom. I got tied this belt right here, I mean this screw right here and this screw right here, then we done. So we can put the serpentine belt and hook the battery up. Okay, just finished tightening it up. So we're gonna take the tools under the car. At this point, if you want, you can go ahead and inspect it. Make sure everything is lined up. See, that's the ground. Everything's set up, so we're gonna put the serpentine belt and put the battery either way. Okay, this part is done. So now I'm going to put the serpentine belt. Alright, we just finished putting the serpentine belt. The alternator is on place. So we're going to remove this, put a tensioner, and then pretty much put this hose back, the air hose. Make sure you put on place. So the car can breathe. So at this level, we're gonna go ahead and test it. And I do have my arc arcs off, just to read if there's any check engine going on when the battery was dead. The first thing you gotta do, same thing we did. Close the door, put the key to the second, press these 3 times. Matter of fact, bring to the second. So it's 10 volt. If you turn, it's supposed to increase the speed, see? The voltage is 12. Now it's changing. As long as it's increasing, that means it's charging the battery. Job well done. So we did it properly. Now we're gonna go ahead and inspect the belts. Well, everything went well. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like it, put the thumbs up and let me know what you think of. And we're gonna have more video in the future, okay? Thank you.